All right, now we've got it. There we go. We've got some sound. Thank you, Tranquility Cottage. Woo-hoo! Thank you so much. Glad somebody popped on to tell us we had no sound. I haven't been live for a while, and apparently sometimes it just loops back to some default thing, and I needed to choose it. So can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Let me know if you can hear me now. Not like you can give me a thumbs up. I guess you could give me a thumbs up in the comments. All right, yay! Thanks, Linda. Appreciate that. Wow. Okay, so all that stuff.
My
so
mom's there.
Hi. So our shirts are actually where you see. Let me go back to this. Oh, here we go. Our shirts are actually where you see blue. It's actually purple, like purple. But for some reason, the camera makes it blue. It doesn't matter which camera we're using, it seems to make it blue. But we found these awesome matching shirts yesterday and knew we had to wear them for our live. And then my mom even wants one, so we're hoping that TJ Maxx finds at least one more of these shirts somewhere in their inventory so we can all have matching shirts. All right, so hi, Missy. Yes, it's crazy that it shows blue, but it's purple, which makes it even that much better, as most of you who know me and know that I am purple crazy. And I picked up the shirt actually to show Natasha more as a joke, and she fell in love with it, so then we had to have it, and they were the only two on the rack. So we'll see whether Mom gets one. All right, so she's got here her paper of 12 by 6. And she's going to score it lengthwise 3 1/4 inches. So she's already lightly scored it. Don't press too hard so you don't. Yeah, there you go. But the scoreboard, what I find, does a deeper groove than what the trimmer does. So you can use the trimmer, and she did use it, and it would work perfectly fine. But this way you can also see them a little bit better. Then she's going to turn it sideways on the crosswise, and she's going to score it at, flip it around the other way, at 1 inch, at 3 3/4 inches, at 6 1/2 inches, and at 9 1/4 inches.
Ooh, I did it right.
You did do it right. She's been helping with a lot of prepping for me for card classes, and well, most of the mistakes have been because I gave her the wrong measurements. But there was one that I think she goofed because she wasn't sure. Well, you know, when you get into the eighths, that's where she gets a little unsure, because she uses, of course, centimeters, and I wasn't using centimeters. All right, so now we're going to take this and move it out of the way. And then you're going to cut the top square box sides. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to take this. These longer ones are the bottom of the box. These shorter ones are the top of the box. So you're going to cut from here to the score line on all 3 of them, and you're going to cut this off. But don't cut it off yet. Cut those first with your scissors. And that's the part of the flap. You can see here, that's the flap part. So you have to do that. You have to cut those so that they flap. All right, so now you're going to cut that one, and then you're going to cut it off completely. All right, and then you're going to miter this one. So miter is just kind of taking off that corner edge. Here, move a little towards, there we go. So they can see. We'll zoom in a little bit so people can see even better what you're doing. All right, so she's cut all of these here now like that, and then she's mitered this edge. So now you're going to flip it over, and you're going to fold, starting on the side here, and kind of roll it over and burnish each of those edges. So she's just using the bone folder to burnish the edge. Oh, yeah, you don't want it. Yeah, there you go. Otherwise it makes it too thick when you're doing it. All right. So she needed a special birthday card for a friend. And I said, hey, do you want to make this one on Alive? And she said, sure. So she's always game for some fun. All right, so now you're going to burnish these out and down. There we go. Oh wait, not that one, sorry. I guess we put stuff on it. You did cut a white and a blue. Okay. All right. So now what we want to do is we want to put your DSP on here before. So this will be the inside of it. You're going to be folding it like that, but before we put that on, you want to put your DSP in here. So she has chosen paper from, this is the Regal Christmas. That is the DSP from the Regal Christmas. Are they both out of the same pack? Yeah. So she chose papers from the Regal Christmas pack. Let me show. Here we go. That's the one. Oops. That's the one that has these papers. They're just really rich colors, mostly the Regal colors. And so these are the colors she used, and she did the blues because her friend likes blue.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, she had it upside down. See, now that's the nice thing with the green glue. Watch your head. There you go. The nice thing with the green glue is that it takes a little while to set, so you can pull it back up when you get it upside down. So that's one of the bonuses. That's one of the bonuses. So Daddy is amazed by watching his daughter cutting paper 10,000 miles away on your cell phone. Yep, you are on the other side of the world. All right, so now what we want to do is you're going to fold this and you're going to put some, you can either use the glue or you can use tear and tape. And then we're going to close up our box. Oops. So yeah, I only have her for 2 more nights. 2 more nights. All right, so one way, yeah, if you, lay it down like that, and then you can have it go like that. You started doing it before I had a chance to say, this is how you do it. But that's okay. So now she has her box, and these will get used to falling down, especially once she puts things on them, and it will weight it down. So then in the back is where you'll want to put your white cardstock, and that's where you can do. Are you stamping on that?
No, because I cut it out.
Okay. All right. So are you planning on putting this sideways?
I also have the 30. I'm not quite sure if I wanted it somewhere here or somewhere like as a decoration inside.
Okay.
That's why I cut it some more.
Okay. All right. No problem.
So maybe
So
I
if
do it
you're
a little
not
later.
stamping on this, then go ahead and put it on the back side of where you have your DSP. Oh yeah, we have cats in here, so if you hear noises, the cats are in here with us. I forgot to take them out. Yeah, I might have to though.
No, Now Lucky wants to go outside.
Lucky's ready to go in the house. All right, I'll let her take over for a minute. Watch your head. It's under the camera.
Oh. Ta-da!
All right, it's been raining, it's been snowing, it's been grappling. It's been one of those days. It was even sunny for a while there
Yeah.
when I went to my dentist appointment. It was sunny. Okay, so now she's got the back where you can do a message, and then she's got this part where it's covered all the way down, so if someone looks in the box, they'll see it all the way. So now what you'll do is you'll put your pieces, excuse me, you'll put your DSP on here and then also on here. So your smaller ones, and the smaller ones are cut. So let's see. So this white cardstock and the DSP on the inside are cut 2 5/8 by 5 7/8. I did put the measurements on the post from yesterday. I did forget 2 things that I'll tell you about, and I will add them later on. And then the measurements for the bottom section are 2 5/8 by 3 1/8. And the measurements for the top for both sides are 2 5/8 by 2 5/8. They are square. So go ahead and start doing that. Oh, it's his first live, so it's your dad's first time watching a live. Well, welcome, Marcus, to Jumba Creations and watching your daughter craft live. All right. So lots of pretty blues. This paper is really rich, and of course it doesn't have to be Christmassy. It can be whatever you want to use it for. That's the nice thing about it. You can either make it Christmas, use it for Christmas cards, or you can use it for everything and anything else. So she's just putting this on the underside of what will be flapped. There you go. And then she'll put the top sides on. So she picked out her papers yesterday. She did all of her cutting yesterday. And she did pick some of the things that she was going to use for the inside for what pops up. All right. So she used this one for ideas, and then she used the flower one for ideas. This one was one that I made my sister years ago. She's been gone now. She's been gone now 5 years, so this was probably the year before that. So it's probably about 6 years old. It looks a little used and abused after she passed away. I got it. My mom gave it back to me, so I keep it just for remembering her. So super fun card though. My mom got one of those similar as a Mother's Day card one year. I did a class, and all the ladies who made it decided they were not going to give it away because they said it was too much work and they liked it too much. So instead of giving it to their mothers, they kept it. Yes, Missy, this paper is really pretty. I do enjoy this paper. It's so gorgeous. So Malia is here too, your mom says.
Aww.
And she likes the color as well. Yeah. All right. So, yeah, these are really rich colors. Do you want to see the other papers while she's doing that? So there's this one. And then, did you do the bottoms? So now you can do the bottoms. And then there's this one. And this is on the back side. So you can see how it could be Christmassy, but it doesn't have to be Christmassy. That's the beauty of it. There's this one, which of course is one of my favorites because it's Blackberry Bliss. And then the pretty peacock on the back. And then let's see, what else do we have? Oh, and this is the one she's using with the blue on the back. And let's see, what others do we have in here? Showed that one. showed that one. Oh, I think I showed them all. Yeah, and then the one she's using is the blue, and on the back is that. So really, really nice paper. Very rich and, well, regal. What can we say? That's why they call it Regal Christmas, right? Uses all those regal colors. All right. So, let's see. There we go. All right, so since we do have people from all over, I know where Missy and Heike are, but I'm not sure where Linda is. So tell us where you're watching from and if you're making it along. So this is fun. Or have you ever made a card like this? Because that's pretty fun too. So the two things that I forgot to tell you to make are these two pieces that we're going to be putting on the inside, because you can see right now this isn't very stable at all. It's all over the place. So we need something to stabilize it, as well as to add all our pop-up things. All right, so what she cut is she cut using the same Night of Navy cardstock. She did two pieces that were 4 1/4 by 1 inch. All right, and then she scored them at 3/4 and 3 1/2 inches, so that she has these two. And now she's going to fold those two ends in. And sometimes some people add 3. I think I've only done, yeah, I've only done 2 on mine, but I've seen where people have added 3. So you're going to put these in here, and what I like to do is I tend to turn one this way so I can butt it up against the front. And then I turn the other one the other way and butt it up against the back. Or you can butt this up against the front. It kind of depends on what you have. So you have some of these, look at these guys. She made some, here we go. She made some gorgeous butterflies using some retired punches, but using different papers, and she created these gorgeous 3D butterflies. Aren't those amazing? So she just did 2 of the same of the larger punches and then 1 little one, and then she added some gems in there. Aren't those gorgeous? I love them. All right, so she has those. So you might want to consider, for spacing wise, to do it butted towards the front and butted towards the back. All right. So yeah, careful not to touch the back with it. You can put it in diagonal, a little diagonal, and then there you go. That's okay, because it'll dry. Yeah, you want it to be flush with the top. There you go. All right, and then just kind of hold it there to make it secure. And this is going to help stabilize the card as well. And then what I did remember to tell you all, but forgot to tell her, was cutting of the acetate. So we're going to do that next for you. All right, good job. So, oh, your head is... Now you know my struggles.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you want to get over it, but you have to not have your head in it, so it makes it a little bit challenging. All right, so Linda is near Hayward, Wisconsin. How close to that is Stoughton, Wisconsin? That's where my brother is, Linda. So your son bought you a scoreboard for making the pop-up cards, and you were excited to see the live. Well, yay! Now you have a great excuse to use that scoreboard, because it's awesome. All right, I use it for most of the times when I do any scoring or a lot of scoring. I use it if I'm doing card club classes, things like that. I use it when I have multiples to do, because then I just put the papers on there and score it. And it does a deeper groove than any of my trimmers. All right, so now you're going to take this, bring over the trimmer, and you're going to cut off 1-inch pieces. Oh, okay, 1 inch is kind of big. Probably 3/4 inch pieces. And yeah, you can do that. So you can do a few of those, and then you're going to cut those to different lengths so that you have some things down low and some things up high. So here, actually, I only did these 1/2 inch, so you could do 1/2 inch as well if you want it. So now, if you're wondering, where did I get this stuff, this acetate from? Well, it's a stamp, it's a backing for the stamp set. Okay, so when we put our stamp sets, when we put our stamps in here, the photopolymer stamps, then, and we're sticking it to here, well, then we have these left over. So I keep those just for, this is for one of the reasons I keep it. Some of the other things I use them for is for window cards. And there's all kinds of other things that you can do. Those are the two that are coming to the top of my head of using it for that. So that's just one thing. Those are two things that you can use them for. So I always keep them. And then for this card, you want to have different sizes of it, because then you're going to be gluing it to these here, and you want your things to be at different levels, not everything at the same level. It's hard to see.
Yeah.
All right, so you would want to make your size, whether it's 1 inch, 1/2 inch, 3/4 inch, and kind of base it also on how heavy are the items that you are popping up. So that's another way to look at it, is how heavy are the items, because if you make it too skinny, they're just going to flop over. So there you go.
So I did a couple ones with 3/4,
3/4, okay.
and then a couple ones
Yeah, and here's
1/2 inch.
here's some more that are, here's another one that's 3/4.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to suggest your butterflies might be better on a 3/4 because they're a little bit heavy with so much paper. If you needed to cut another one, you could always do that. So now what you're going to do is you're going to make up your mind in how you want to do it. So like for this one, I used the car up front, okay, and I glued that to the front. All right, and then I have here some other balloons, and you can see here that I put 3 balloons on one thing, and then I put the 50 on top of that. And then I have 3 different things with balloons, and I have them at some different heights. And then I also glued some balloons down below coming out of the box. All right, so, and then with the flowers, this one was a little bit different. I didn't use the acetate on this. I just glued the flowers since so many things stood up. I just glued the flowers directly to it. So this is where it comes to decision time. So she cut out a bunch of different balloons in different colors and different patterns, and that might be easier to put your numbers on versus just having your numbers there. But you can also have your numbers floating. Yeah, this is where the decisions come in. This is where putting the box together is not what takes the time. It's deciding what all is going to pop out of the box that makes the time. Because the other thing you have to keep in mind is folding it flat to gift it in an envelope. And with this, you do have to make your own envelope, but you want to be able to fold it flat. So like this one, you can't really, so you can fold it this way, but then you have to be careful. And you can see how if you don't have it all the way on, it can tear. All right, so that's just something you have to think about and be aware of as you're designing where you're going to put what. So that's where it takes some time, folks. Yay, decision time. Oh yeah, Missy does not like decisioning. Watch Fred. So let's put all this stuff on here. Now, does anyone want to make some suggestions? I'm sure she's open to some ideas, and nobody will take offense if she does her own thing. But we'll show you what all she has. I'm going to scroll out just a little bit so you can see what all she has. She has a couple of different 30s, or I guess 3 different 30s, because So her friend is turning 30, and then she has some little balloons.
I just that one
for inspiration.
okay.
All right. There we go. All right. So, does this fold flat for mailing? Yes, it does fold flat for mailing. You would flip up your flaps, and you would have to make an envelope for it to fit. So when I did this one, you can see I had things coming off the edges. So I had to carefully fold things up and in and tuck things in so it can fold for mailing, but you have to be very careful with it. Okay. Did you want a ribbon for around here?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I will find you a ribbon. And so, yeah, so you can mail it flat. You just have to be careful how you put your decorations on there so that you can make sure it does fold flat. All right, yes, make a 60 out of the 30 and keep it for January.
For my mom.
Oh, for All right, so here is, I don't have any more of that one, do I? Oh, shoot. I'm not even going to show you this unless you wanted it to make a knot. Because it's not, that's all I have left of that. Let me look. Let me make sure I don't have any more in the drawer. Goodness. Missy, any suggestions on what ribbon she should use? Oh, you are so lucky. Do you want this one?
Yeah.
It's sparkly.
I think she might like it.
Yeah, it's sparkly. I got more. Woohoo! I don't know how. I don't remember buying more of these, but hallelujah, we have more.
So
And this one is so fun because it's so glittery. Isn't that perfect, everybody? That's perfect. All right. So, what are we thinking?
So this one goes on the front, like on the first.
On the first one?
Yeah.
Okay. So some of the butterflies could also be on the flaps. Are you going to be giving this to her in an envelope? You're not mailing it to her, right? You're giving it to her in person. Yeah. Okay, let's see if I have an envelope already that fits it or not. I do. So this is a 6x6 envelope, square envelope that you can get. I think I got them on Amazon. So this is what you want to keep in mind, that not much off the edges. Otherwise you'll have to make your own envelope, which we can also do.
It's all moving.
Decision time. Decisions. Your mom's wondering who's turning 30. Does she know?
Alisa.
Alisa
Vivi's
turned
bigger
30.
sister. And I missed her birthday, so that's why I had to come up with something special here. Okay, let's see.
All right.
I'm gonna put a butterfly here. And then
Decisions. Yes, Missy, she has been very busy. She's been a huge help. We've done a little bit of shopping on the side, and we took her shooting on Saturday. We're having a family day of Ron, Natasha, and I tomorrow. Let's see. We haven't decided what we're doing. She wants to go to the snow, so we might be going up the mountain to see some snow. Because up on the mountain's not close enough for her.
So,
all right.
Maybe something like this.
Okay. All right. Yeah, you won't know, and I can't tell you how it's going to work until you actually put it there. So I would start by gluing it to the acetate pieces, but you cannot use liquid glue, or I would not recommend using liquid glue. I would recommend using the tear and tape.
Oh, I never used it, so.
Okay, so the tear and tape or glue dots. The tear and tape, you just tear it, put where you want it, and then burnish it down and use your take your pick tool to pick up the paper. Which I saw your take your pick tool. Where's it? Here it is. Because we all know the take your pick tool is the tool to have, right? That's the tool that we want. There you go. You don't even have to, just slide it in on the side. There you go.
Oh, I'm picking up the glue again.
Oh, okay. Here's how we do it. We want to burnish it with this and
Okay.
like that.
So.
Are you putting anything over that? Because otherwise you will want, you only want it, you don't want extra glue stowing because then if you close it, it's going to stick. So you want to make sure it's covered. You can put the paper back on it if you didn't really want it that high.
Yeah, it's probably a little too big then.
Okay. So just tear however much you.
Can I just like.
You can't take the glue off. No. You would have to just put the paper on over it just so that it wouldn't be sticky.
Okay. Okay, now I got it. I'm getting really warm here. Under pressure, making all these decisions.
That's because, yeah, you're on the spot. So, yeah. You call it...
Maybe like this.
You call it Sith, like dimensionals or alike. STH. I'm not sure what your mom...
Something like dimensionals or...
Oh, girl! Heike, you're using abbreviations. That's terrible. All right. I barely know the ones that Qatar uses. All right. So I wonder who's... Okay, so odd numbers for the balloons. Can you use the Abstandhalter to separate the balloons? What's Abstandhalter?
Like something to put space between.
Oh. Yeah, the dimensionals. We could put dimensionals on the back of these if you want to keep them off the balloons. Do you want some of the, well, we have some minis here.
Yeah, we could look at how it looks. I can't make the decision now. If I would like it or not. So.
Okay, so for the papers you can. It's just the acetate. The acetate you don't want to use the wet glue because it will, yeah, it will be all over the place. There you go.
Here we go.
All right. Today is a celebratory day. Can I say why?
Yes.
Okay. She has graduated. She found out today that she passed her final paper and she is now a Bachelor of Science in nursing. So she has her degree. Woohoo! So we are having tomato basil soup because she loves tomatoes. We're having tomatoes with mozzarella cheese and pesto. And then we have Krispy Kreme donuts. She got her Taco Bell today because that's her favorite thing. So we're doing all the celebratory things, including the apple cider, sparkling apple cider. I almost said apple cider vinegar. It's not apple cider vinegar we're drinking. It's sparkling apple cider.
So.
All right.
Okay, so we're using some dimensionals.
All right, so here's the mini dimensionals. I think your mom was right. I think that will look good to pop that up. So it's a good thing you don't have to mail this card.
Yeah.
Because it would cost a lot to mail it.
So I'm just using...
Yeah, just use whole ones. Don't worry about the little half ones.
It's not, it's getting a little smaller down here.
Oh, well, so that one could have gone down there and the fatter one up there.
Now we know.
Now we know.
It's gonna be fine.
So we have a yay and a congratulations and another congratulations. Nurses are #1 in Missy's book.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, all right. Ron doesn't know yet, but he'll know as soon as he gets home. So, yay.
That should work out.
Yeah, it'll hold. Dimensionals are really good and sticky, so they're not going anywhere. Not going anywhere. All right, so we zoom back in so you can see what she's doing. All right. There you go. All right, so where are you putting that? You'll want to...
Somewhere here?
Mm-hmm. You can do that there.
Is it too... It looks so high already.
Yeah. Yeah, because you used the larger balloons, and those are larger than the ones I had. Mine were a punch. So.
The other ones were circled round, and I didn't like that. So.
Okay. Yep.
Okay.
All right.
Or should we put it on the back then?
You might want to put that one on the back.
And
Not
then
quite
put
that high
some-
up, unfortunately.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, let's see. You leave it in the back first. I'm not going to glue it yet.
Right.
but-
Okay.
This is so stressful. Okay. So.
All right. She's doing good, right, everybody? Tell her she's doing a great job. The decisioning is hard. She made all these things, but she didn't realize the thought process that has to go into putting it all together.
Ooh, that side looks
That
cool
light
too.
side looks cool too, yeah. It does indeed. Which paper is that one from?
From the little boxes you gave me?
Okay, so that one, is that from here or is that from here?
I think from that one.
From
Oh
this
no,
one?
the other one.
From this?
Yeah.
The Thoughtful Journey paper?
I
All right,
think
so she got some of the balloons from the Thoughtful Journey paper. I'm not even sure if this is still current. I didn't make her obviously stick to current, but here's some of the watercolor. And so she got her balloons from some of these. So nice. Watercolor is a big thing right now. Oh, here, yep. So this is the one where she popped her balloons out of. All right, nice. All right.
Okay, and then
Are you using any of the little balloons?
I thought just like to put them in here
Okay.
or
And what are we doing on the flaps? Have you thought about that yet or not yet?
I thought about the butterflies,
Okay.
but I haven't thought about the front actually.
Okay.
I forgot that part.
Okay. Yeah. So this way you all can see it takes some time to kind of think this through and to figure out what you're going to use. Where'd my mouse go? Here we go. All right, so decisioning is definitely the hardest part, Missy says, and Linda says you are doing great.
Thank you.
And your mom says yes in the back and butterflies in the front.
Thanks, Mommy.
So, I think many of you know that Natasha is my goddaughter and her mother, who is on here as Anna Hakel, but I know her and grew up with her as Heike Hakel, or Heike Relic, not even Hakel. We were friends growing up. I saw her, every 3 to 4 years when we would go to Germany to visit my mom's family, and they are close family friends. So we got to know each other well. She came over when she was 18 and spent part of her summer with us in Arizona. And we have just been close ever since. And now we have a common girl.
Okay,
All right.
let's see. Okay, I will glue that first.
And you'll use this to glue those on. There you go. It is warm in here.
Yeah, right?
I always get warm during lives.
So I never been warm in Montana at all, but this year I'm sweating, I'm warm, I don't know.
It hasn't been super cold, but I think also, yeah, I think maybe because mom and dad are so cold, we're feeling warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably won't have to wear long johns this winter because the house is a little warmer than normal. It's set to 70 and normally it's 69. You wouldn't think 1 degree makes a difference, but it seems to have made a difference. So, super fun. So who of you all have somebody who has a birthday coming that needs this special card? Who would you make this for? So Anna says, Missy, by the end it will look gorgeous as always, no matter what you decide on. Yeah. And the thing is, the person who receives it will know that you put time into it, and so they will enjoy it. We'll worry about that later.
Okay.
So what is she looking at? She's looking at, on the inside, her acetate strips go down below the little strip of paper, and therefore they're sticky. But we can either cover those with paper, or we can just trim them off. It'll probably be easiest to just cover them with paper. Yeah, the big balloons definitely make it a little more challenging. That looks cute.
Maybe it's...
No, that one would almost have to go down behind it.
Maybe?
Yeah, it doesn't have to be the whole balloon. It could just
Or I
be
could
part of it.
just...
You could put it there. That gives it more dimension. It's not an easy card. It's easy to
No.
put it together, but it's this part that really takes the time. So she could only think about it so much because she didn't have one in front of her.
Yeah. I just...
That one there. I wouldn't put it too high because you don't want to block the whole 30. So you can kind of stand it up too to kind of look at it. Hold it up and see. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. It looks weird.
Do you want to switch and try the smaller balloons in the front?
Yeah, but they're so small.
Well, but
They're
you
so
can put a
tiny.
couple of them together or use one big balloon and then a couple of the small balloons next to it.
Okay, so I probably just take that one off again. And let's see.
All right, so your mom is recommending only 2 in the front. Don't cover too much of the 30, which is pretty much what I said. But, well, I just said put it low down.
Yeah,
But
we need something
you want,
see-through.
yeah, you want stuff that, you want some different things because you want it full. You don't want it too empty. You want it full. That's the fun part of it, is to have it full. So you can always pop a butterfly on the back too, on the, like, on here to be seen. There you go. I would just do 3 balloons, not 4, and then maybe add one of the butterflies to that. There you go. Maybe in the middle. No, maybe not.
Maybe here.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with what you had done with those other balloons. I thought it looked fine. That might be too much of that color. A little more contrast. I think you could use that one.
Then I have the dark blue and the dark blue again. So I need to put that one here. Maybe that one.
You don't really want it hanging that way. Well, I guess you can, but think about how it's going to fold. Okay, you have to always keep in mind how it's going to fold.
Okay,
So that's one thing when you all are making this. If you don't think about how it's going to fold, then you're going to have things that get fold.
What do we think about that?
I definitely need mid-sized balloons. I probably. This stamp set, we were digging in all my retired stuff. I don't even have balloons, and I don't think. No, I had no more balloon punches. They are either in the basket in the retired area or they have been sold.
It's not my fault.
She had to go with what she had available.
So we could probably do it like this.
Yeah.
And then put like
the red one
here. Like down here.
Yeah, maybe this one. I think
Could put a blue one here. I can't see it anymore.
Yeah, I don't know if having it over here, how the folding will go. That's my only
We don't fold this card anymore.
You're just gonna give it to her as a box.
Yes.
That defeats the whole pop-up thing. The things falling down and opening up is the fun part. So.
Too bad for her then. Okay.
All right. I think it works.
Okay, so we just
If
give it a
you did
try.
one of these over on this side, or even this, so you don't have all blue. If you did this one and that one over on the right.
What if we make like a little dimensional one?
Well, I usually tend to go with odd numbers.
Yeah, I know.
So
Me
I
too.
think the 3 is a better idea.
Yeah, it was supposed to go on this side like this. Kind of glued it.
You can still do it. You could take this one off and put that one on if you wanted, or use one of the other pattern ones.
On this side?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if we do it like this, then it covers our 30 again.
Yeah, that one would have to drop down. You'd have to drop it down lower. Or you could put it even further up front. You got to always remember to kind of hold it up and look at it, because people aren't looking at it straight on.
No.
They're kind of looking at it. Yeah. See, so right there, that helps.
No.
Yeah.
What if we do it like this? That one.
Yeah. And remember, you can also put these on the front.
Oh yeah, maybe we should do that. Like
Yeah, you can put it on the front so you have those. So like on this one, I put it on the front and some behind and some in front. So that's where you can also.
So maybe like this, and then add a butterfly here.
Think about folding.
It's gonna fold like this.
Okay, and then that's going to fold up. So you don't want to have it higher than this ridge, than this line, or it's going to get bent. So that's where it needs to either be on the balloons. I know, it's hard to think of this. I mean, it's easy to put the card together, like I said, to make the box. It's the pop-up stuff. Yeah, that's pretty. I would use this one with the purple. Oh, down there? Okay, you're right. Maybe the other one.
maybe somewhere here. What do we think about it?
What do we think, ladies? All right, definitely need mid-sized balloons. That's the last comment so far.
Nicer, nicer.
All right.
Thanks, Mom.
Mix big and small. Yeah, makes the big and small balloons, she's thinking.
But it's like, it's so... Maybe with some dimensionals, like this?
Yeah, you could. You could totally do that with dimensionals.
Give it a try.
That would work. You could even put a bigger one back here if you wanted, but you have 3 flaps also to decorate.
Yeah.
Go. All right. So, did anyone answer who they would give it to? Needs something to break up the 2 dark balloons. Yeah, between here and here you have some dark balloons. So I think she's talking about more on that side. So if you used...
Okay, let's see. We're sticking with one back here.
Guess we needed to talk a little more last night about this.
Yeah.
What do you think of that? Does that... Oh, move your head back.
Oops.
Does that help? That kind of helps, and it doesn't have to be the whole thing. I mean, just that little bit right there showing helps break up the 2.
With a dimensional then?
Yeah, you could do that. And the other thing, it doesn't have to be perfect.
Mommy, you're not getting a card like this. I'm sorry.
All right. It was harder than she thought, Heike.
Maybe like this.
All right, your head.
I just want to stick it in there.
There you go.
Like
All
this.
right. That looks good. Look at that.
Then a butterfly here.
I think your butterfly might need to go a little higher, because if you look, there you
Maybe
go.
Here. And
On the same side, or maybe over that way.
on this.
But remember, this is going to flip in.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stay there. So.
All right. I think that looks good. What do you all think? It fills up the box nicely. Yeah, it does.
Oh my God.
It does.
Thank God. Thank God.
She's ready for this to be over. Well, there are 2 more months to practice, she says, in her card.
Are you paying for my trip to Montana then? Then I will do it.
She needs well, you could just watch this live and walk through it again. No. That's funny. That's funny. All right, did you need it that far down?
I think so.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Well, we'll just be sticking some pieces of paper in there.
So. Oh no. I always forget that it's just a little
It's just
tiny...
a little one. All right. I can do that. We'll be cutting some dark paper to put in there and to cover those. All right. So that looks good. And it folds, and it's still, yeah, but it's still within the envelope.
Okay.
So that's the thing. If you have an envelope already, make sure that you're making it to fit inside the envelope. If you don't have it, and this one could actually also go this way and still fit. If you don't have an envelope already that you're designing it to fit into, then you can make the envelope any size you want. And so then it doesn't matter how much is hanging out.
So.
Or you can just buy a manila envelope and then you have all kinds of room to have it all hang out.
So how should I get these ones? Like, should I glue them or?
Yes, I would go ahead and glue them.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that you really need dimensionals because they're already 3D. There you go. So she's just covering the back of it completely so that it will be solidly on there. Oh, except you put glue all the way up there.
That's true. It's gone.
All right, so what you can do is then hold it like this to help press it down to make sure. There we go. That's so pretty.
Okay, and then this one goes up here. So that we can see it.
Right. So what you'll do is you'll probably, I would say, put glue on here, where it's going to cross the O, the 0, and then put a dimensional so that you're not, because you have it dimensionalized. If you don't put a dimensional, it'll be wonky.
Okay, so a dimensional.
You might want a mini. That one's a little big for where you're going to want it.
You want a dimensional down here?
No, you don't need it. Yeah, no, just you want a dimensional on the right hand side, and I would use a mini. And then you'll put some glue just where it crosses over, and those two things will hold it enough. Okay, where'd you put the glue?
In the middle.
And where is it crossing over the 0?
Here.
That's where you need to put the glue. That's where the 0 is.
Oh, now I got it. Oh my goodness. I was like, huh? Okay.
There you go. There you go. All right. Yeah, so you want to make sure your item, so for her butterfly, she's using a dimensional because the 0 is dimensionalized, and then she's using the glue where it crosses over just to make sure it's secured in 2 places. She could have just used the dimensional, but it makes it a little more secure with the glue over the 0. There you go. All right, looks good. Let's see how it folds with the butterflies. So that's where you have to tuck first. There you go. All right.
Here you go.
All right. It's getting there. It's getting there. All right. So.
Okay.
All right. So you don't want to keep it flat for too long, or when you get back to Germany, then you can fluff those up just before you give it to her and gently put it in the card. All right. So how are you going to do the rest of your flaps?
So I stamped that one.
Okay.
I wanted it somewhere here. I could probably just stick it under.
Is that with this one?
Yeah.
Okay. What color are you going with?
I would probably go with the
Cherry cobbler, so it jumps out more. I agree. I'm with you on that. All right, so she is using,
I think it's time for a celebration.
and that is from the balloon set. Beautiful balloons. That's beautiful balloons, which I do have on sale because it is a retired stamp set. But we went ahead and, what'd you do, get some acetate in there?
Yeah.
Oh, that's from the ribbon. Where'd you do, okay. Now don't put your card in that. Let's get something to wipe that off with. So the Beautiful Balloons is a retired set. That's what she's used. She used, and I guess there were only, oh, there was a medium-sized balloon.
Yeah, but it's
more circular. It doesn't really look like a balloon.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So, Heike, it wasn't that I didn't have it. Oh. There we go. All right, Shammy to the rescue.
Okay.
Okay.
So now we have that,
and I would put that on with dimensionals actually, and not put it under the thing unless you really want it under there. Then you just glue it straight on.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're using dimensionals.
All right, dimensionals it is. Who doesn't love dimensionals, right? All right. So Missy says, love it. Heike says, we could start a crowdfunding for your trip and every participant will get a card.
Yeah.
Okay. German Post doesn't like those envelope sizes. Does U.S. Post accept them? Yes, they accept them, but you pay more money to mail them. Use the dimensionals. I love them. She loves dimensionals. All right. That looks great. We just have 2 more sides to go and the back. Come on, girl.
Okay.
All right. You got this. You should be on a roll by now.
Okay, so I probably just stay with the butterflies.
Okay.
Just put one here.
All right.
I think I don't want to overload the card because it's already so full of
right.
Nice
and you don't
things.
have to put anything on the sides if you don't want to. Like on here, I didn't. I just let the paper do the talking. So, your choice.
Maybe we put one more butterfly somewhere here.
Okay. For 3.
Then we had an odd number again.
Right.
Yeah.
I agree.
We should do that. And we're going with the little champagne one.
Champagne one works. That works. And I would just glue that part down flat since the rest is already dimensionalized. I don't know if that's my word or if it's a real word, but Mom says butterfly on the edge. Which edge, Heike? There's a lot of edges here. Are you talking about back up here? Are you talking about on one of the sides? Does Natasha care?
I would put it somewhere here.
Just make sure you have it on the flap.
So
I wouldn't cross it over, so you don't want it too far to that edge, because you remember that's going to be folding up. And you have glue, so careful. Do you want to look at it that way, or do you want to look at it standing up? Just as you suggested on the flap, she said. Just not in the center. There you go. Making sure there's no glue behind.
okay.
All right.
Yeah, I think we're staying. Oh yeah, that one works out good.
Yeah.
Nicer. Okay. And then
what are you doing on the back? That's why we were going to do it first, but you didn't know what you wanted to do, and now you understand why.
So we're gluing the happy birthday.
All right.
Or maybe I don't want to write that much, so we're doing it like this. The 30 in the middle.
We have this stamp for TH for 30th. Don't we? Where's that stamp set? Did you put it back up? You did. All right, I'll get the TH out. So the numbers are from Numbers of Years. And this is an oldie, but a goodie. And it is all numbers, and then we have the dies to go with it. And this I keep because I can use it in my scrapbooking for birthdays and whatnot. And somewhere we have a TH. Here we go.
Oh my goodness.
30th.
It's all moving around.
Yes, it's going to all be moving around. So we need to fold this up. So we're going to set this off this way. Then we're going to carefully think about how we're folding it. This is a good test. Because you want it to all fold flat like that. It folded! Woohoo!
Okay, so then we're putting
All right.
happy here.
Happy there. Here's your TH.
30.
Yeah, I didn't realize you did those. We could have done that on sticky paper so that it would already just have sticker on the whole back. So now you get to use glue.
Yay!
Yay! But just know this could, just like on Ron's,
Yeah.
it could get torn. Okay.
Like this?
Yeah. I would put the 30th more straight so you can put the TH on the side there. There you go. And maybe not quite all the way up to the top. I'd bring it down just a smidge and then kind of space it out, and then you only have to write a teeny bit. There you go. Yeah. Does everyone agree? I'd say the right flap could use something too.
Mother, be quiet, please. No more commenting on your side. We don't want to overload our card.
So you can just do little lines and dots. You don't even need everything, just all on the thickest spots, because that glue will hold well. There you go. Careful, you're gonna get, that's plenty, plenty, plenty. There you go. When it dries, so she has a little bit extra glue. When it dries, we have these wonderful, now Stampin' Up! Doesn't, oh, where's mine? Stampin' Up! Doesn't sell them, but you can get them, well, I found mine at the Dollar Tree. They are erasers that take off the glue and pick up all kinds of things. So after the glue dries, if she has anything sticky, she can use this to remove it. It's just kind of a rubbery, it's not really, it's specifically for glues, to take off glues. All right, so you can find these at the dollar store. I'm sure you can find them at craft stores too, but the dollar store, you know, $1.25, and you've got it for a long, long, long time. So just a little bit in all the thicker places. All right. So there you go. Yeah, this is taking longer. Mom's checking on us.
So.
Yeah, how far out did you put the glue?
I left that one out.
Okay, good.
And yes,
Oh, good.
I left it out.
Yay. All right, and then you can do your 30th. Yeah, it's going to be tricky.
If I mess it up now.
Hold it there. Okay, there you go. All right.
Ta-da!
Ta-da! All right. I suppose you could put a balloon there if you wanted something there.
No, the balloons are too big.
The balloons are too big.
Oh, we're still doing our ribbon, right?
Oh yes, we're still doing the ribbon around the bottom of it.
Oh, I keep it for my own birthday. So, Mommy, I bring it to you, and in 4 years you can give it to me then.
All right. So. Oh. Oh, I did. Okay. I was thinking we should have put it on before we put the white.
I just put 2 more names there.
All right. So that is going to go across. Actually, we could raise it a little bit and then you'll just write underneath it. All right. Are you tying? How are you at tying bows?
Go ahead.
You want me to tie it?
Yes.
All right. There we go.
On the right flap, 1 large and 2 small. Monsieur agrees. Yeah.
Yeah, you guys aren't the one making it.
Well, let's see what we have here.
Is this the front? Yeah, this is the front. I'm like, wait, am I even doing this the right way?
I only have 1 small left, so 1 small
Yeah,
balloon.
she only has 1 small left. Let's see, that's right there. Nice sparkly balloon. Nice sparkly ribbon. Yeah. It's getting close to bedtime for June. There we go. Isn't that a great ribbon? It's Night of Navy with gold and bronze sparkles. Love it. They want the balloon there. I would not put it, because then you have to worry about tucking again. So I would maybe put it a little lower. Yeah.
No, guys, I don't like it. I'm sorry. It's just staying.
Do you
that
want another
way.
sentiment over there, or keep it like that? Oh, you already said happy birthday.
No, I think I'm leaving it like this.
Okay,
I
that
like
works.
it like this.
All right. It's her card. She gets to make it how she wants to make it. I think it looks great. So then when you fold it, you're going to tuck these and go that way. Will be your best way to do it. And that way you have the bow in the front and the 30th on back. So.
Yes.
So there's the back. Show them the front. There's the front upside down. And then when her friend opens it, ta-da! It all pops up. Or it looks like it pops up. It's already popped up. All right. Good job, my girl. Good job.
Oh my God, that was a lot. Well, it was a lot of decision making here.
Yeah. Oh, your mom says it's 1:20 a.m. there. Thank you for staying up for us. Did Marcus make it, or is he sound asleep? All right. You've had yours for over 30 years. Oh, you have a box card like this that someone made you over 30 years ago, Linda? That's impressive. That's impressive. Yeah, I plan on keeping my husband's. It's about 5 years old now. It's for his 50th. So, yeah, awesome. Awesome. All right. So, well, we thank you very much for joining us and helping her through this while we wear our crazy purple, not blue, purple shirts. All right, everybody. Thank you very much.
Good night.
See you next time. He's in the bathroom now preparing for bed.
Took
Took screenshots. All
Mommy,
right.
I can send you a picture.
Yeah. Well, plus you'll see it here in a few weeks. All right.
Bye.
Good night,
Good
everybody.
night.
Thank you. All right.